Got a motion by Marty,
Second.
second by Scott. Any question or discussion? Sam, is there anything that you feel you need to share?
No, sir. I mean, the biggest, nothing's really going to change. Pricing's the same, collection methods are the same. We did identify and kind of translate the reimbursement should that ever become necessary. So I think that was kind of the biggest thing from the fiscal court side of things, and I think you were happy with that.
Yeah, that was very reasonable. I think it satisfies what we need, what we're looking for. You know, as with any kind of service, nothing is perfect. But I can say that every time that I've called you've taken care of things, you've gotten on it and tried to address it. And we have no reason to believe you won't do the same going forward. So we look forward to a new term.
It's a privilege. Thank you.
Yeah, thank y'all. Any other questions, comments, concerns, gentlemen? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Next, gentlemen, we need a motion and a second to approve resolution number 2026-06-30 EMP. And this is just a list of folks under the fiscal court that reflects what the pay will be with the 3% increase beginning on the fiscal year July 1, tomorrow. So we just need a motion and a second to approve this employee resolution to adopt these changes in pay rates based on the 3% cost of living adjustment.
So moved.
Got a motion by Myron.
Second.
Second by Jeffrey. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Next is an employee resolution. We need a motion and a second to approve an employee resolution number 2026-06-30 EMP-PW. And this is to hire Michael, and I'll probably mess his last name up, Provencher. Is that correct? At the rate of pay showing here. He already has a CDL, and it shows what increase he could achieve by completing the work zone flagger course and obtaining his pesticide application license. Any question or discussion? Does this get us field from the people that's retired and moved, you know, because we lost Tom Rowley and Tommy Link, and so this gets us back to, okay. All right, all in favor, aye? Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. The next item, gentlemen, if y'all know, we've awarded a contract to BK Technology to handle all of our IT, get our websites up to date, and so on and so forth. And so it's going through how they're going to bill and how we're going to pay. If y'all recall, sometime back, we approved a group of vendors to pay them through an ACH drawing out of the checking account. That's the only way I know to say it. And they've just requested, could they just have a direct deposit draw through ACH? So we just need a motion and a second to add BK Technology to that list of ACH paid vendors.
So moved.
Got a motion by Jeffrey.
Second.
Second by Myron. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. The next item, gentlemen, is they asked for permission to start, do an evaluation of the whole system as part of the bid process and where they needed to be to make sure that they could protect our information and the things that we're doing. And in fact, and I kind of appreciate this, with tomorrow being the beginning of their contract, Mr. Key contacted me last week and said, would it be okay if we came Monday and Tuesday to get everything logged into the computer so we're able to start monitoring it day one instead of waiting till day one to be able to monitor. So they started yesterday going through and getting everything put in that they, listen, I don't understand that stuff. The guy come in and sat down at my computer for like 30 seconds and he said, we're good. I don't know what all that entails, but in their initial assessment of where we were at, some things that they felt like were going to be problematic going forward was the email. You see the email they sent. It says the majority of this equipment, they're proposing that we need some software. What? Nelson, help us out with this. Is this, oh, you don't? Okay, so it's just some software that they need to make sure that they are able to keep our firewall protected and some stuff like that. And you see the two reasons in this email, and I think y'all got it on your portal there. The majority of the equipment is currently out of service and is no longer supported, and the software used by the previous administrator is outdated and has serious security vulnerabilities. And so they're requesting this to put these equipment in that helps address these security vulnerabilities, and site-wide, it'll be the cost of it would be like $2,843.93. And I don't know what to say or do other than that's the reason we contracted with these people, is to make sure that we're safe, secure, and not having issues. So if we're so inclined, we'd need a motion and a second to authorize this purchase of this, the purchase and installation of this equipment into our computer internet system.
And this is good till tomorrow. It says this quote was valid till 2001.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion, we hired them, so.
Yep. So we got a motion to authorize the purchase and installation of this equipment. We need a second.
Second.
Got a second by Scott. Any other question or discussion? All in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Next, gentlemen, is P&Z commission appointments. If y'all recall, when we had to get this formed a year ago, we staggered appointments for the 5 members. We done a 1-year term, a 2-year term, a 3-year term, and 2 4-year terms, so that we weren't ever having to replace all of the people at one time. So you'll see the recommendation here. One of the people on the 3-year term wanted to step away, and then the one that was on the 1-year term did not want to be reappointed to a full 4-year term. So the recommendation that I'm bringing is that we appoint Jeremy Lovall to the unexpired 3-year term of Jeff Henderson, which would be set to expire on June 30th, 2028, and then that we appoint Hayden Scott to a full 4-year term, which would be set to expire on 6/30/2030. That's a crazy number, isn't it?
Move to approve.
So we got a motion to approve these appointments. Need a second?
Second.
Got a second by Scott. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Next, gentlemen, is we need to take action to approve the employee benefits bank account for fiscal year 26-27. If I'm understanding correctly, this is an ongoing account. We just have to approve that we continue to use this account for employee benefits into the new fiscal year. Is that correct?
We closed the old one and then we started this one. And it's at Franklin Bank. There's no interest involved or any of that kind of stuff, and it would just be easier to keep it there. We always have had it there, so.
No changes to it other than we just have to authorize to operate it.
Transactions, when you're using your card, it's coming out of there.
So we have to do this or it has to be done every year?
Yes, we
Okay.
have to open a new account every year. We have to reconcile and close the old one, and then we'll open a new one. And of course, all the new stuff starts July 1.
Okay.
So I had a motion by Scott already. I just need a second. Second by Marty. Any other question or discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Next is to review, approve the roadside inmate work crews agreement. This agreement would amount to $303,988 for the 2-year period that this agreement covers, and it covers correction officer salaries, overtime, mileage, and et cetera. But we would need a motion to enter into this agreement and authorize the county judge to sign it to continue to participate in this state inmate work crews program. And I will say this, they are out practically every day along some state highway somewhere collecting and picking up trash.
So moved.
Got a motion by Myron,
Second.
second by Jeffrey. Any question or discussion?
I've never seen an email chain quite like that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, all in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. The next item, gentlemen, is just a discussion point. I know that Marty had a call from someone in his district about setting speed limits. Obviously, the way we address that is if someone in a particular magisterial district wants a speed limit set, our preference is the magistrate in that district would present it and be in favor of it. Obviously, we have to do so, I believe, Sam, by ordinance. So when Marty called and said that he had gotten this contact about, was it Leo Binion Road?
Leo Binion.
I said, well, we'll put it on for discussion, and that way it'll give all of you guys, if there's been any discussion or anything, because the thing we don't want to do, we don't want to do an ordinance for this road, and then, you know, a meeting or two later, we're having to do another ordinance for another road. So
I think the guys more or less want a speed limit sign put up. Of course, you know, but I explained to him, as I do everyone, number one, the sheriff's probably not going to have time to go out patrol this 1 mile long dead end road. And, you know, unless they can do it, you know, it's having a sign up doesn't necessarily make people want, you know, obey it. So, I mean, I'll be glad to lower the speed limit that he asked for, because there's only 4 houses on the road. If that's what they want to do, I'm fine with it. But I informed them, Sheriff, that you probably wouldn't have time to go out. You might one day out.
We know the real opinion, but we can't spend a lot of time there. You're exactly right.
Right. I told him I might go out and, you know, just one day and sometime, you know, and ask people to slow down or whatever. But he requested, the people on the road requested it be 20 mile an hour, so that's what I'm going to move it.
What's the speed limit?
55 right now because there's no sign on it.
yeah,
But I'm saying, what do they want?
20.
20.
20?
Yeah.
20?
You ride your
Okey-doke.
bicycle. Yeah, don't get on the moped. Stay on the bicycle. But at any rate, my point to all of this is, obviously, we can't take action on this today because it has to be done by ordinance. My point is, if any of you guys have anybody that's contacting y'all or asking about it, just, have y'all had any discussion with anyone?
I mean, out of my area, everybody drives too fast, okay?
Yeah.
So,
You want to
if the
speed
speed
limit?
limit was 5 miles an hour, it's not gonna matter. But, yeah, I do get quite a few calls about speed limit.
Well, why don't we'll be back, most likely, unless something happens, we won't meet again until July 21st. Why don't we at that meeting, if you have a list of roads with speed limits we'd like to set, we'll just everybody present those at that meeting, and then Sam can do one order. And the reason I say that is, we have to pay to advertise that in the paper. And I mean, it's not.
I'd rather put them, just for economy's sake,
Yeah.
and efficiency's sake, if we're going to do it, I would prefer doing several at once instead of just in dribs and drabs.
All right. So just, if y'all can bring those up, Myron, if you've got a list you want to bring back on the 21st, or Scott, Jeffrey, if y'all get anyone or talk to anyone over the next 3 weeks, like, hey, you know, and here's the thing, speed limits, yeah, I understand it, and there will be people that will look at it and say, oh gosh, I better slow down. The one thing I will say, and we can do this at this point, We did get our 2 message boards, and Bob showed me a video. They took them out to the park and set them up. Have y'all seen them?
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, it's pretty impressive, because through the park speed limit set at 15 miles an hour, and they've done a video like says speed limit 15 miles an hour, and someone's driving by and it says your speed is 17 miles an hour. And so that's another alternative that we're going to have now too.
So we can all check our speedometers.
Yeah, we can all check our speedometers, but no, seriously, like if there's a road that we're wanting to set a speed limit on, we get new speed limit signs that set at 35 or whatever, we could go out, if there's not something more serious that we need to be using the message boards for, and just post it up, this road, new speed limit 35, and it would show the driver's speed, So those are some things, but just if you've got a list of roads, just let's get them back July 21st, and then we'll get the counselor to do us an ordinance. All right, moving on, cash transfers. We need a motion and a second to approve a cash transfer from the general fund to the jail fund in the amount of $176,814. This is going into the new fiscal year. This would be under the new budget and may not have to happen, but at this point, and today's the last day of June, and is it still correct that as of today, no mention of any of the June state funding for any of the, no Class D, no roadside work crew money is coming?
Oh, and the programs money.
Yeah, so we've not received any of the state funding on any of the jail programs from the state for the month of June at this point.
They do that every year.
Yeah.
That's how they balance their budget.
It's an
They don't pay their bills.
accounting.
We'll probably receive 2 payments in July.
That's probably so, but it doesn't keep up, it doesn't help us to pay our bills, which is why we've got to need to approve this transfer so we can have our stuff in order and ready to go, even if we don't get the payments from the state in a timely manner. Yeah, we're not saying we're not going to get them.
Yeah,
It's
they just haven't come this month.
All right, got a motion by Jeffrey. Second by Scott. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Next is another cash transfer. This one will be from the federal grant fund to the general fund. We just need a motion and a second to approve that transfer. Got a motion by Scott. Second by Myron. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? And next is the budget transfers, which there's a few, but not really as many as you might think to wind up the end of the fiscal year, but we need a motion and a second to approve these budget transfers.
So moved.
Got a motion by Marty. Second by Scott. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. And finally, gentlemen, the claims, we need a motion and a second to approve the claims as presented.
So moved.
Got a motion by Scott. Second by Marty. Any question or discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Sam, we don't have, this is a special called meeting. We don't have on reports, but can we discuss, just point out things happening in the community as long as we're not taking action on anything? Because there's no way, I can't put down on the reports any particular thing that anybody's going to talk about.
Well, unfortunately, it is not even on the agenda.
Yeah, okay. Can I at least remind everybody it's 4th of July parade is Saturday? No.
At 10 o'clock.
There you go. All right.
I think Myron's
Sponsored by the Rotary Club.
Right?
All right. We might ought to end at that because the last thing we want to do is getting in trouble at a special call meeting. Gentlemen, I just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion by Marty. Second by Jeffrey. All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries.